Genesis chapter 16 verse 2 says, "And Sarai said to Abram, Behold now, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go into my servant. It may be that I shall obtain children by her." And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. Faith and reason or logic has always been a debatable topic. There's a beautiful story described by Charles H. Spurgeon. He says, faith and reason were often fellow travelers. Faith was a healthy man and he could walk 30 to 40 miles a day without any problem. Reason, on the other hand, was more childlike and could only walk 3 or 4 miles. The whole walk, reason complained and griped each step. Now one day, reason asked to walk with faith, and faith said, "Reason, you cannot walk with me. We have different purposes." But reason persisted and the journey began. Now as the journey progressed, reason could not keep up the pace that faith set. Faith quietly marched onward. Reason always discussed all possibilities and potentials and lagged far behind. The two neared a large river. And now reason says, "We can never ford this massive stream. Let us wait and build a bridge." Faith, on the other hand, waded into the river and sang a song of praise, as the river was no obstacles at all. Now faith and reason approached a big high mountain, and in great despair reason said, "This mountain is too great. We can't climb this. There is no way we can climb such a great land mass. Let us sit down here and evaluate the situation." Faith now looks at reason and sees his value. And so, in order not to leave reason behind, faith is obliged to carry reason over the mountain. And as Charles Spurgeon ends the story, he brings out a lesson for all of us to learn. Oh, what luggage reason can be to faith. We need balance to understand. Faith launches where reason is idle. Sarah was a woman of God. She had seen time and time again how God had miraculously provided, saved, and promoted her husband Abraham. But the lack of one thing continued to eat at her, and that was a child. Sarah refused to wait any longer and decided to take matters into her own hands. Her idea was a perfectly legal solution to the problem. She would give Hagar, her servant, to Abraham, and the child Hagar bore would belong to Sarah. Having a surrogate mother was a logical answer to Sarah's infertility. But God had other plans. God's plans are not always logical, but they are the best option. Take up the challenge. God's plan seems illogical, but is the best.